Hello, Purple Rosa here, and I'm continuing on with the main quest in the Reach, and I'm still in Brackreach. So, we learnt while getting the Arkthzand keystone that there's some other darkness down here that Arana sensed. So yeah, we've followed Rada and Lady Belain down here because they took the keystone, and they're in this library here. Well, apparently it's a library. I haven't been in there yet. All I've done is explore around here a bit. But yeah, this place is really pretty and magnificent. We also learnt that Lady Belain is not a vampire. That is a spawn of Moloch Ball. Miranda said she had some darkness in her. And it makes a lot of sense because in the prologue quest it was mentioned that the Greyhost were trying to break their connection to Moloch Ball. So maybe that's what Rada plans to do now. Because he hates Moloch Ball. So yeah, maybe he's trying to still be a vampire, but not be tied to Moloch Ball. Oh, look at this place. Dwarven Library. So now I have to meet Verandis. A Shade Colossus. What are these anomalies?
There you are. We have a problem.
Where are you? Oh yeah, there's shades. So what be the problem? Hang on. I'll get a better look at this library later on. What's the problem?
This is where Rada and Lady Belain entered the structure, but I can't find any way to open the doors. I suspect this may be why they needed the keystone.
So how do we follow them without a keystone of our own?
Good question. Let's look around. Not all of the ruin remains intact. Portions have crumbled over the ages. Perhaps we can find a path through the rubble. Just be cautious. I've seen both constructs and shadowy creatures prowling this ruin.
I saw them too.
The constructs are dwarven and expected. The shadows, some sort of beings made of inky darkness. Quite unsettling and potentially dangerous. Something unusual has taken hold of this place.
Maybe that darkness Arana mentioned? Any idea what this place might have been?
I wish I could say for certain. I've done precious little reading on dwarven ruins. I do seem to recall the name Arkthzand being connected to a university, a library. This place does have a sort of academic look to it, don't you think?
Perhaps. The shadow beings you mentioned, do you think they're dwarves?
I've seen nothing dwarven in their manner or appearance. Dwarves were meticulous scholars. Their constructs, their architecture, everything was precise and controlled. These shades are like wild animals. Whatever spawned them may not be dwarven at all.
Arana sensed something down here. She called it a darkness.
Reach magic strikes me as wild and unpredictable. Arana clearly shares a strong connection with the ebb and flow of the spirits, though. She might have sensed these creatures, but I suspect something else caused her distress.
Yeah, maybe something bigger? So, something else.
The source of these shadow beings, these shades, I sense a corruption, a void. The longer I'm close to it, the more I suspect it may be the very thing that drew Rada and Lady Belain here in the first place. Stay alert, my friend.
Yeah, this void. Maybe that's where Lady Belain gets her vampiric powers from? Because I did kill that world boss, the Void Mother, and she kept mentioning that she was from the Void. So maybe there's a shadow being from the Void that's powerful? But what is this Void? So can't go in there because he just said that we couldn't. So let's look around. But yeah, look at these shadow beings. I'll get a better look at them. It's creepy. They have no faces. But they kind of remind me of the Dramathra a bit. Maybe they're from the same place the Dramathra are from? Because it kind of looks like that bluish glow the Dramathra have.
That door is clearly blocked. And that strange energy. Wait. Is there something on the floor?
A letter. Yeah, it's the library. We reached the ruins that Lady Belain calls the Library of Arkthzand. It doesn't look like a library to me. Belain's obsession with awakening this dark relic concerns me. I think centuries of isolation have taken their toll. The relic's presence seems to have created some strange energy pockets. Lady Belain claims her people harness the power of the energy to move short distances, to reach otherwise inaccessible locations. The Ashen Lord has tasked me to investigate this phenomenon further, as it could be of great benefit to the Greyhost. I shall do my best to confirm the application of these void portals. So they're portals. I will be cautious, however. I have seen what happens over time to those who draw sustenance from the darkness here. It is no way to live. I understand this alliance with Lady Belain is necessary to the Greyhost goals, but we cannot become entrapped in her madness.
Anything worth reporting about the contents of that note?
These are portals.
That parchment appears relatively fresh and intact. What does it say?
It's written by a Greyhost pentarch. Apparently this is the Library of Arkthzand.
The Library of Arkthzand. Interesting. I assume a dwarven library houses more than simply books. Anything else of pertinence written there?
It suggests that Lady Belain wants to awaken some sort of dark relic. Maybe this dark evil being?
A dark relic? That sounds ominous. And quite likely related to the darkness that Arana sensed, and I now feel as well. That could be the source of these shades. Anything else?
Perhaps. I mean, the Reachmen do worship and follow the spirits, which are the Daedra. And I think that includes Lorcan as well. So, yeah, I'm thinking Lorcan's involved in this. The Dramathra, the Void, I don't know. That's just my guesses. Mentions void portals, strange energy pockets that can be harnessed to travel short distances.
Void portals, a dark relic resonating power, and strange shades. We can't let any of this fall into Rada and Lady Belain's hands. Let's see what we can find on the other side of this structure.
But the note also warned not to draw too much from the power of those portals, or you'll probably become a shade. Alright, I'll keep looking. But yeah, this void. Don't like the sound of this void. It's ominous. So this is a library. I wonder what it looks like inside. What's over here? A lift by the looks of it. I think Lady Belain's... She looks like a Nord, but she might actually be of the Reach. hard to tell because she doesn't have the accent like the Reach men do. But she's obviously lived a long time. Yeah, I don't like these shadow figures, the shades. Maybe the dwarves awoke something here.
Such destruction. And not the slow decay of time. Something terrible happened here.
I wonder what? What did the dwarves awaken? The others have long gone in search of the Arkthzand keystone. Lady Belain and the Ashen Lord need it to access the library. I need to learn more about this energy though. The silent emptiness of these ruins is a perfect environment to conduct my research. No one to disturb me but mindless construct and these strange twisted shades, flitting between pockets of energy in the blink of an eye. Lady Belain seems to be able to use these void portals. Surely I can discover the secret myself. That's interesting. Maybe my theory is sound. She draws her power from this void? Despite Lady Belain's guarded secrecy concerning the Dark Relic, I have made a breakthrough. Upon examining the concentrated energy in the ruins, I discovered small pieces of a shard-like material that seems to originate inside the darkness. Each shard has a heaviness to it, almost as if a force was pulling outside objects into itself. If I concentrate, I can feel the same pull in the surrounding energy pockets. Each shard seeks to return to the energy it surely emerged from. I wonder what will happen if I approach one of the energy pockets with it. Another discovery. I approached an energy pocket with a shard and the secret became apparent. As I got closer, the pull became stronger. Suddenly I felt what can only be described as a slipping, as if I tripped and fell, not down but sideways. Looking around, I realized I was somewhere new. I had been pulled with the shard through the energy to this new location. Harnessing the energy has opened the long sealed doors of this ruin to me. Perhaps we will not need the Arkthzand keystone to enter the library after all, at least not to get inside the structure. Knowing Lady Belain, the keystone has another function that she has yet to share with the Ashen Lord.
That's a strange looking shard.
Maybe Lady Belain's been researching down here for a while.
Do you see that shard sticking up from the rubble? Like a piece of solid darkness. Take a look and see what you make of it.
I'll take a look, but do you think this caused all the damage?
Not the ravages of time, that much is certain. It seems as though this part of the structure simply imploded. The force behind this damage must have been incredible. The question is, what produced such power? Could it be the Dark Relic?
Perhaps. Or these void portals?
Another note and a strange shard. What do you think, my friend?
The note says the Pentarch figured out how to use the portals. It mentions shards like this.
Interesting. The shards remind me of something torn from the darkest corner of oblivion. As unsettling as that object is, I think we should hold on to it, especially if we can use it to navigate the void portals.
The note says the Pentarch was pulled through the portals by one of these shards.
I suggest you try to use a shard to propel yourself through one of the void portals. The risks are significant, but if we can turn these strange pockets of energy to our advantage, we have to attempt it.
Yeah, but what if it rips me apart? So press E while targeting a void portal to travel to it. Okay. Does it matter which void portal? Hang on. Let me try.
Look for the smaller void portals. With any luck, we can use these pockets of energy to access the library. Don't lose your grip on that shard, and try to avoid the larger breaches. We don't want to get pulled into some nether realm.
Yeah, you make a good point. But that Pentuck letter said it draws you in like sideways. Okay.
Above you. Try to make a connection with that portal.
Oh, wow!
Worked! Well done, my friend.
Cool!
You did it, my friend. We traveled through these so-called void portals and are hardly the worse for the wear. We may catch up to Rada and Lady Belain yet. Let's see if the doors over there can be opened.
Let's just hope it doesn't have any bad side effects. Let's go. So, we're not actually going into the library. Or is this part of it? Must all connect underground.
This is impressive.
Wow. It's amazing.
This place... I had no idea. I knew the dwarves created some magnificent structures, but this is amazing. And look, more of those void portals in the higher portions of this. The only word that comes to mind is cathedral.
Why are there so many void portals in and around the library?
Until we find the source, I can only speculate. We need to locate it, learn more about this energy, and determine the true nature of these shades. If Rada and Lady Belain can harness this dark energy, I hate to imagine what they could accomplish.
Yeah, so what do you think they want with this dark energy?
The longer I spend in close proximity, the more I pick up from the shades. I sense fragmented thoughts and raw emotion. They remind me of pure rage and unbridled pain. Perhaps exploring the library will yield some answers.
Yeah, I still believe the dwarves played with magic or something they don't understand. This library is magnificent. No one's been in here in a long, long time. And the sentries obviously upkeep it. I'm gonna go up here. I need to see it. What sort of books are in here? Yeah, there's a shade. Finding the constructs. But yeah, look at this place. It's amazing. Really is some library. The dwarves should know how to build grand structures, that's for sure. Okay, let's continue.
Shades. I sense their presence in every dark corner. Keep going.
Wasn't gonna stop. So, go right. I always go right. Don't know why. I'm right-handed, but that has nothing to do with it. Maybe it does. Look at these corridors. Okay, what's this chamber? Oh.
The path ends here, but there's a door up above. We need to find a way to reach it.
You mean that door? But yeah, the ceiling's caved in. Got mushrooms growing.
With the path ahead blocked, our only option appears to be the door above us. However, I sense something on the other side. I smell oil. I hear the whine of ancient gears. Proceed with caution, my friend.
Probably some big dwarven construct. Do you think I can use the void portals to reach the door?
An excellent idea. You might have to get creative to reach the very top.
But you sense some sort of danger beyond that door.
Danger? But it seems related to this dwarven structure and not the dark energy we're tracking. I doubt it's anything we can't handle. Just be careful as you traverse the portals. A fall from those heights could prove deadly. Even for you.
Yeah, I've fallen from many a great height. But I survived that dwarven scarab thing that was guarding that Arkthzand keystone. Well, I think it was a scarab. Still not sure about drawing and going through those portals. Up here, I guess. Ah! Or up there? So... Oh, he meant that doorway. I was looking at that one over there. So through that doorway. But we'll get to see more out there. Wonder what's out there. Hang on. This portal. Still don't like traveling that way. This way? Ah, yeah, we made it. Okay. Cool. Enter the door.
And we've reached the door. Well done, my friend. Now let's go through it and try to catch up to Rada and Lady Belain.
Well, whatever's behind here we might have to kill.
This appears to be some sort of containment apparatus. And there's a shade trapped at the center.
Interesting. Yeah, maybe the dwarves were experimenting with the void.
Look how this strange apparatus appears to utilize the energy pockets. Was that shade imprisoned purposefully, or was it caught within the device by accident? No matter. Its torture is evident. We must find a way to set it free.
Is that wise? If it's been trapped there a long time. Okay. Using the void shard to traverse the void portals is exhilarating. It allowed me to reach this ancient chamber with its remarkable containment apparatus. Look how the machine utilizes larger chunks of the void shard. Crystals, actually. It somehow makes use of the dark energy that spills out of these pockets. These breaches in the fabric of reality. Is this the remnant of a Dwemer experiment frozen in time? By rotating the crystals, I discovered they served as focal points for the energy, reflecting and refracting it. Through this application, the apparatus begins to stir. Perhaps I can adjust it to stabilize one of the energy pockets. The pull of the energy is powerful, but I must maintain control. If I make a single mistake, I may not be able to pull myself from its grasp. So what happened to this pentarch?
Another sheet of parchment? Bring it here. Might that be another observation by the Greyhost pentarch? What secrets does it reveal this time?
The apparatus somehow focuses the void energy. I think he tried to use it to stabilize a breach.
Of course. Despite all the knowledge he gained, he made a mistake. That trapped shade. That's the Greyhost pentarch. We should attempt to free him, if not out of mercy, then to determine what he knows about the dark energy and its source.
But if he's a shade, will he still remember who he used to be? Guess we'll find out. The note suggests that the void crystals can be rotated to focus the energy.
Very well. Manipulate the crystals and see if you can set the tortured shade free. Just exercise caution, my friend. I would hate to see you trapped within the apparatus alongside the Greyhost Pentarch.
Yeah, that would be bad. So... how do I do this? Realign the containment apparatus.
That's it. Keep repositioning the crystals to reflect the energy.
So I gotta reposition all of them. I think.
That did something. Try to connect the crystals at all 4 corners of the room.
Okay. Portal up there. Rotate. Down to there. Maybe rotate that up to there. Come on. Once more.
Something is happening. Try activating the remaining 2 platforms.
I'm doing it. Hopefully this Pentarch won't try to attack us. Because he's a shade now. Where do I rotate this one? Maybe to there? No. To that one, and then let's try this to there. Oh no. So up there. Then this one over there. I hope. I hope this works. Keep rotating. Ah, that's in the way. Okay. Readjust. I think this one has to go up there. Ah, he's free.
That did it! Quickly now, question the shade before it dissipates.
Don't attack me. Tell me about the darkness.
The darkness is a place, prison, and borderland. What was once asleep, now stirs, and it's hungry, so very hungry.
Some ancient darkness. This darkness, is it what Rada and Lady Belain seek?
Yes, more than the old one. Yes, the reach for a different purpose. Lady Belain, the vessel that never fills. She awakens the dark heart. She lies beneath the stars and spheres. Do you see? When the dark heart beats, she drains the shadows.
So, Lady Belain's not who she seems. The old one. Maybe my theory is sound and she is from the void. Or she draws her power from the void and she wants more. Beneath stars and spheres, where can I find Lady Belain?
She goes to where the brass worlds begin, inside the glow of horrors. Can you hear it? The beating
I don't want to become a shadow, a shade.
Such anguish, such pain. Souls trapped in Molag Bol's realm wither over centuries, but this dark heart, it stripped that creature of its vitality almost instantly. I wish it had told us more, and could have been more coherent.
Well, at least it told us something. We know that Rada and Lady Belain are seeking something called the Dark Heart.
Yes, but apparently for different purposes. Unstable breaches in the fabric of reality, imploded chambers, trapped shades. Everything points to some terrible dwarven experiment that went astray. This dark energy is clearly powerful, and dangerous.
Yep. So what could Rada and Lady Belain want with something like that?
As the Shade implied, they each seek the Dark Heart for a different reason. Can only imagine what Rada would do with such power. As for Belain, he called her the vessel that never fills. A curious description. Regardless, we must find them.
Maybe whatever this creature is in the void that's been awoken wants to use Lady Belain as a vessel to come back? Does beneath the stars and spheres mean anything to you?
It must have something to do with the sky above. Perhaps constellations such as those that led us to Bethar Zel. In any event, it's evident that the dark current flowing through this place traps souls and twists them into these shades.
The shade made it sound as though the Dark Heart is alive.
Perhaps it does possess life of a sort. Certainly it holds a vast amount of power. Power enough that we can't allow Rada or Lady Belain to get their hands on it. Come, my friend. Let's continue our hunt.
Let's continue. Poor Shade. Yeah, that's not a fate I'd want. So, gotta continue. Find Rada and Lady Belain. So yeah, Lady Belain's a vessel that doesn't fill. What that means, I do not know. Maybe Lady Belain's been around longer than Rada and maybe Verandis. And there's some power in the void that wants to come back, who I think wants to use Lady Belain as a vessel. Especially if Belain's connected to the void.
Watch for signs of the Greyhost. That should point us toward Rada and Belain.
Okay, what sort of signs? Well, the Greyhost is here. As well as the Death Hounds. What spell was that, Mirandus? Should help me more often. What is that? Does it leech? Who knows? Not really helping me kill them, but thanks for the help regardless. The observation deck.
Stars and spheres, of course! An orrery!
Oh,
Rada and Belain, we found them. Let's listen in.
The orrery of Arkthzand. The key to our salvation. It has stood here unmoving for nearly 3,000 years.
You're sure the keystone will power it, Belain? It must be ready when the time comes.
The keystone is only part of the puzzle. As you agreed, we must also awaken the Dark Heart.
I gave you my word, Belain. The Greyhost will make your prophecy come true.
Reach witch signs and portents can be tiresome, but they are necessary for this. The Dark Heart must beat again.
And it will, Belain. Soon. With the keystone, we can come and go as we please. Now, let us leave this place. We still have much to do before we restart the orrery.
Reach witch prophecies? What fates are you tempting now, Rada?
So they want to make the heart beat again.
As we speculated, the keystone does more than open doors. Rada and Lady Belain plan to use it to restart the orrery. The question remains, why? And what role does this Dark Heart play in their schemes?
She mentioned reach witch prophecies. Do you know what she's talking about?
I'm not sure. We know the Greyhost has reach witches among its ranks. Perhaps a local coven has some role in all this. We need to speak with Arana. To learn about reach witch prophecies, we might as well go to an expert.
Well, in Greymoor, at Karthwatch, there was that prophecy. I think, yeah, because they wanted, what was her name? Bjora? Because she's a descendant of some Reach king or queen? Can't remember. Should we go after Rada el-Saran and Lady Belain?
Without the keystone or more of those void portals, we can't get down into the orrery chamber. I'll stay here and try to pick up their trail. I need you to go to Rebel's Retreat and see what you can learn from Arana.
Okay. So, wow. So the Dark Heart's obviously down there. They've got some... If you can see, those magic symbols. And it looks like they got nether root tanks.
Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. I want to see what else I can learn here. Maybe figure out where Rada and Belain have gone. You just focus on talking to Arana.
Will do. We can't let them awaken the Dark Heart. But yeah, I think Rada wants to sever his connection to Molag Bal. That's what I'm thinking. So, back outside. Oh, so the orrery is actually this whole building here. Interesting. So I'm going to go back to Rebel's Retreat and talk to Arana. So I'm going to end this one here and we'll continue on in the next one. Thanks for watching.